Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the first and most vital step for network marketing success. Let me pull up the whiteboard here, but I'll tell you what it is right now. It is abandoning old school network marketing BS. Abandon old school. That is your very first step, is to get rid of all of the mumbo jumbo and the BS and the crap that we have been taught. So what am I talking about? Friends and family stalking, right? Stalking Facebook groups, stalking LinkedIn, cold contacting people at malls, gas stations, doing random Zoom meetings, trying to meet people, like I said, in Facebook groups, tagging them in messages, all of these different things. All of this stuff is old school. All right, it's old school and it's no longer effective. Old school doesn't mean anything, but if it's no longer effective, it's no longer effective. See, what used to be stalking people at gas stations or at the malls has now turned into online, right? Stalking them on LinkedIn, Facebook groups, whatever. And we're just putting new packages around the same old stuff. Now, it would be one thing if this stuff still worked and we didn't just want to do it, right? That's one thing entirely. But it's not that way, right? It just flat out doesn't work that good, and yet it's still being taught. Now, I do understand there are some people that can get results with it. We got results with it, all right? There are some people that can make it happen in that way. But here's what we need to know. The business is built on duplication. You know that, right? If the majority of people that follow a program don't get results, that is not a viable system. A viable system is something where if you follow the program, you have a high likelihood of getting results. The thing with traditional network marketing is people can follow the system all day long for years and not see legitimate results. That is a broken system. So here is what you need to do. You need to abandon old school. That is your very first step. I hate to say this, but most likely whatever your upline has taught you about friends and family or hitting people up or being a weirdo, that's the first step, is getting rid of all of that. The second step is to treat it like a business. And I don't mean like the typical stuff. Right, I was in old school network marketing for a total of 8 years, and when we said treat it like a business, we didn't mean treat it like an actual company. We meant like make sure that you invest in your business, right? Because you're basically trying to beat out employee mindset out of people. I mean treat it like an actual company would treat it. Here's what I mean by that: get your prospects like other companies do. If I started a doctor's office, I'm not going to go hunt down all of my friends to come to my doctor's office. I'm not going to go into stalk Facebook groups and find out who has, a cyst and trying to get the cyst removed. Like, I'm not going to do that stuff, right? If I started a mechanic shop, maybe I'll tell a few of my friends the low-hanging fruit, right? But I'm not going to go like trying to get friends list out of my friends, like list of friends out of them, and calling them and see if they need the car fixed. I'm not going to do that stuff. If I was selling online courses, same thing, right? I'm going to learn how to get customers the way that real businesses do, which is by advertising, right? I'm going to learn how to advertise. Because if you can't advertise, if you can't pay money to get eyeballs, you're paying for eyeballs. If you can't pay money for eyeballs, that means that you got to go hunt eyeballs down manually. That's why network marketers are always stalking people down, because they think they need to go find eyeballs, they need to go find prospects. It's totally untrue. McDonald's doesn't go out finding prospects like network marketers do. Doctors' offices don't do it. Mechanics don't do it. Course sellers don't do that. They advertise. So the trick is figuring out how to pay for that. You can do one of two things. You can either just pay money straight out and advertise for it, right? So like a big corporation like McDonald's is going to pay like 300% more than they get on that first transaction to get a customer. Actually, I think it's a lot more than that, but they're going to pay a ton of money. They've got a horse load of cash to do that. So you can do it like that if you've got money, or you can figure out how to advertise. You figure out how to advertise, get the eyeballs, and then the eyeballs pay you money right away. They pay right back. This is called a self-liquidating offer, which we've talked about at length on this channel. So the first thing you need to do is abandon this old stuff, right? And then treat it like a business and figure out how to get prospects, figure out how to advertise like real companies do. You do this by mastering a timeless skill and marrying it to a hot skill. All right, so here's what I mean. A timeless skill Timeless is advertising. Now, what is inside of advertising? So timeless skill is advertising. Inside of advertising is marketing strategy and copywriting. Copywriting is the words that you use in your advertisements. All right? So if I know the strategy of advertising, that doesn't change, okay? Before TV was radio, then TV came and crushed radio, and all the ad people started putting their stuff on TVs. Then internet came and demolished the TV networks, right? And then Google was king, and now it's basically Facebook is king, right? And of course, there's ad networks that are battling for that, but the rage is Facebook, right? So strategy doesn't shift. That's why all these companies can move from radio to TV, to newspaper, to internet, to Google, to Facebook, because strategy is the same. Psychology doesn't change. Copywriting is simply putting psychology into words to influence people. So these are timeless skills. I guess I should have made a bigger circle. These are timeless skills. You need to learn a timeless skill like advertising, and then you marry it to a hot skill. What is working now? So a hot skill, this would be like Facebook ads, for instance. All right, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, even like TikTok, or even if you were like becoming an Instagram influencer, right? Whatever, how you spell that. An Instagram influencer. All of these are hot skills. They're not going to stay around forever, okay? Facebook ads is still incredibly effective. We still get our very best results from Facebook ads. We've been using them for years, but they have a shelf life, right? At some point, Facebook is going to do something stupid, and it's not going to be that good for us anymore. Who cares? YouTube ads, same thing. TikTok, same thing. Instagram influencers, same thing. See, when you get married to a hot skill, when you're married to a hot skill and you forget the timeless part, that's when you get screwed. So, a lot of network marketers got super, super screwed when the information age hit, when the internet became a big thing, and they were married to hotel meetings. And they're still holding on to those today. The hot skill of hotel meetings is over. If they just realized that if they just took their strategy and moved it over to something that worked now, like everything would change, right? So right now, yeah, it's Facebook ads and sales funnels are really like what's working right now. The concept of a sales funnel has been around since sales were invented, right? Like probably caveman days. Right now, it's just a funnel that's on the computer, and it just takes the shape of a webinar funnel, or takes the shape of an application call funnel, or what have you. So you need to learn a timeless skill, which is marketing strategy and copywriting, and then marry it to a hot skill that's currently working now. So right now, my recommendation, this is June 2021, I'd be focusing all of my attention on Facebook ads and then YouTube ads. Facebook ads first, YouTube ads second. YouTube ads are a lot harder to get going. Facebook ads are way freaking easier. Work on Facebook ads first. Once you get those rocking, then you can move into YouTube ads. Okay, that's my recommendation right now. If you watch this video in 5 years, maybe it's changed. But that's what I'd go with. The last thing I want to share with you is this. This doesn't negate low-hanging fruit, as I talked about here a second ago. If you get into your network marketing business and you have really good low-hanging fruit, go ahead and pick the fruit, right? Don't be dumb. Go get it. If you have a close friend that wants to join with you, go ahead, tell a close friend. This is not like, oh, you're not allowed to tell your friends because it's because you're not allowed. No, that's stupid, right? I just told you, if I was a mechanic or if I was opening the mechanic shop, I would probably tell some people with their broken car that they should come to my shop if they're my friend. So use the low-hanging fruit. Don't be silly about it. But don't make that your strategy. Don't stake your flag on the ground just on that strategy. Does that make sense? All right, cool. Well, guys, hope you have an amazing day. If you found value in videos like this, do me a favor. Go down below, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know that this is valuable for you so I can keep on producing this stuff. With that, hope you have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon.